Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, we like to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyamsundar, Krishna, Balaram, Bal Gopal, the Singh Bhagavan, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, Ramachandra, Shishi, Gonita, Shilab, Tulsi Mani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So, wanted to talk about Tulsi Maharani because on Friday we did Tulsi Viva. So it's very important to understand who is Tulsi Devi and what is her importance. Why do we worship this incredible personality? So from the Gautamiya Tantra, Hari Bhakti Vilas states, Tulsi dala matrena jalasya kulu chulu kena ava vikrinita nite swam atmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsala. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers merely a tulsi leaf and a palm full of water. Wow, this is such a huge statement in this Gautamiya Tantra, that the Lord is so affectionate to somebody who just offers him Tulsi with a palm full of water. My goodness. So why is Tulsi so important to us? Right? We perform Aarti to her every day. We offer her leaves and the flowers that come from Tulsi, the manjaris, to Krishna. We perform Tulsi Viva every year. We circumambulate her, walking around her. We water her. We pay obeisances to her. We plant her and care for her. She's really hard, actually, to care for. A little bit too much water and too little water as well, no good. She's worshipped at home and at the temple. We wear Tulsi neck beads and we chant on Tulsi beads. So she's an integral part of our spiritual life. Without Tulsi Maharani, our spiritual life would be pretty empty. She covers such a big part of our life. So who is she? Vrinda Devi is an expansion of Srimati Radharani and Purnamasi. And Vrinda Devi's partial expansion is Tulsi in Vaikuntha. So from Radharani comes Vrinda Devi, Vrindavan. She's the one who actually is in charge of Vrindavan in Golok or Gokul. And she also expands herself in Vaikuntha. She's known there as Tulsi. Vrinda Devi has a beautiful complexion, the color of molten gold, same as Radharani. She's a gopi, very beautiful gopi. She wears blue garments and is decorated with pearls and flowers. Her father is Chandrabhanu, mother is Pulara Devi, husband is Mahipala, and her sister is Manjari Devi Dasi. She's immersed in love for Radha and Krishna and serves them in many ways. So this is all from the Radha Krishna Ganodesha Deepika. Yes, Priyanjali.
It says that Mahipala is her husband. Then I thought that she is going to get married to Krishna.
Yes, indeed. But when they're young, the gopis are married off to these gopas. But actually, if you remember, Lord Brahma, when he kidnapped the cowherd boys, Krishna expanded himself as every single cowherd boy. And that is the time, and that happened for 1 year, full year. And in that 1 year, all the Gopas got married to the Gopis. So actually, you might say Mahipala, but actually Krishna is the real husband anyway. Is that okay?
Yes, Babuji.
I know it's a little complicated, but the spiritual world can be complicated. There she is. Wow, Tulsi Maharani ki jai. She's such an extraordinary personality. And she has a special place in Vrindavan. It's called Vrindakund. It's very near Nandgaon, the palace of Nand Maharaj. Anyway, there's 9 ways to serve her. One time, desiring to know what kind of worship would please Krishna, Radha approached her friend Chandranana, the best of the knowers of religion. After reflecting for a moment, Chandranana informed Srimati Radhika that Lord Krishna's association can be achieved through Tulsi Devi, through serving Tulsi in 9 ways. So these are 9 different ways, right? And this is very important, actually. We try to do this every day. Some of it, of course, you can't, like planting, but otherwise, every day you do this. Gazing at her lovingly, touching her gently, remembering her, glorifying her, bowing down before her, offering prayers to her, watering her, worshipping her. Worshipping her means doing arti. So arti we do with incense, ghee lamp, and flower every day, without fail. The service of Tulsi. What does she do? Nandgao, the eternal residence of Nanda Maharaj, is built on Nandeshwar hill. Vrinda Devi's place, which is called Vrinda Kund, is at the foot of Nandeshwar hill, near Pavan Sarovar, where Shrimati Radharani comes every morning to cook Krishna's breakfast. Because she comes to Nandgaon, Radharani comes there to serve Krishna, to cook for Krishna. Purnamasi, the guru of Braj, meets Vrindadevi at her place to plan the divine couple's pleasure pastime for that day. See how important Vrindadevi is, right? Every day they plan Radha Krishna's day. For each of the 8-fold daily pastimes of Radha Krishna, Vrindadevi makes elaborate arrangements for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. So she's such an important person in the life of Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna can't live without her because she makes all the arrangements. The glorious service of Vrinda, as embodied as the embodiment of Lila Shakti, pastime potency. Vrindadevi is the organizer of all transcendental pastimes of Radha and Krishna. She's always busy, along with her maidservants, pastimes of Radha Govindji, to complete fulfillment. She arranges the secret and intimate meetings. She plans out every little detail, from which clothes will be worn to what flowers will bloom in the forest. She supervises Krishna's pastimes with her chief parrot, Daksha, who flies past and relays what is going on. So she's got an army of parrots who do a lot of communication for her. When Krishna is performing the Ras dance, he doesn't want to leave in the morning. Vindadevi sends her parrots who imitate the voice of Mother Yashoda calling out to Krishna. Thus, Vindadevi is very intimate devotee of Radha and Krishna. She's responsible for waking up Radha and Krishna when they're resting in the forest kunj, like Seva Kunj, Niduvan. She hurries the divine couple to their homes in Nandagaon and Yavat before the sun rise, so that their superiors don't detect their absence. On Radha's behalf, Vrindadevi delivers love notes and handmade gifts, flower earrings and garlands to Sri Krishna. Vrindadevi arranges all the paraphernalia, swings, musical instruments, water syringes, and color for squirting, clothing, ornaments, varieties of food and drink used in Radha Krishna's pastimes. So many things she does. She engages two expert female parrots to act as spies on the path to alert of the approach of the two spoil sports, Jatila, as Radharani's mother-in-law, and Chandravali, Radharani's rival. Yes, Madhuben.
Jai Shri Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Krishna.
Is there any difference between Vrinda and Tulsi?
No, you could say no. It's basically Vrindadevi is like she's in Radha with Radha Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
Tulsi Devi is with Vishnu in Vaikuntha. But no difference. No difference.
No, because I was searching in Google
Mm.
last week, and I found some other story about Vrinda, and when Vrinda left her body, I think from her hair, from her hair, the Tulsi plant grown, and I don't know it's all true or what. In Google, I was searching what difference between Vrunda and...
I haven't come across that. No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Priyanjali.
Is Jatila and Chandravali are Radharani's mother-in-law and Radha's rival, Rani. And then who is Kutila?
Kutila. She is the daughter of Jatila.
So who will she be for Radha Rani?
Sorry? She's like like sister-in-law of Radharani.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sister-in-law. So good question. Vrinda performs unlimited services to Radha Krishna. So the worship of Vrinda Devi. Vrindavan is completely under Vrinda Devi's grace. She controls everything in Vrindavan is due to Vrinda Devi. Without the mercy of Vrinda Devi, it is not possible to enter into a confidential pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Not even as a listener in an audience, even being allowed to enter Shri Brajdham Mandal, Shri Braj Mandal, indicates one has received the grace of Vrinda Devi. Vrinda Devi is worshipped throughout the world. In Vrindavan, Vrinda Devi is specially worshipped in two places, Kamyavan, Vrinda Kund. Whenever one takes the auspicious darshan of Vrinda Devi, he should beg mercy to eternally reside in Sri Vrindavan Dham as a servant as a servant of the maidservants of Radha Krishna. So we sing that actually. Which verse was it? Muraya Bilas, Vilas Kunjaliva, Nehari Bosagam. No, it's the next one. Ye tumhara saran tare vancha punjana kripa kori koro tare Vrindavan mavasi. Make me, please be merciful to me, and make me a resident of Vrindavan. We sing that every single day. So this is Kamyavan. She's worshipped here, and this is her deity in Kamyavan. And this is the beautiful Brinda Kund, such a magnificent place of worship. And this is the deity of Brinda Kund, Vrinda Devi in Vrinda Kund. Really magnificent deity. Krishna wanted to extend Vrinda Devi's compassion to the whole world. So he devised a wonderful plan. One day, oh yes, this is, so Madhuban, this is like how she comes to this world. One day, one time, Radha found Vrinda Devi alone with Krishna. She seemed to get too close to Krishna, and Radha became upset and cursed her to fall to the material world. Of course, this is part of the Leela. It's not that Radharani really gets angry. It's just they need an excuse why Vrinda Devi comes to this world. At the same time, a close Gopa friend called Sudama, one of the attendants of Krishna and one of his 8 celebrated cowherd boys, wanted to be close to Brinda, but could not as he was serving. He was scared of Radha's anger, wrath. In a Ras dance, Krishna flirted with a gopi called Viraj, and Radha converted her into a river. She then was chastising Krishna. Sudama didn't like this and opposed Radha, who cursed him to become a demon in the material world. So this is few things going on here, which are all part of the Leela taking place, arranged by the Supreme Lord, so that we can have the opportunity to serve Tulsi Mahani in this world. And also we get an opportunity to serve Shaligram in this world. Radha then became sorry that she had cursed Sudama. But Krishna assured her that this was all part of his plan to reclaim fallen souls, and he would only be away for half a moment. Remember, the time scales in the material world are completely different from the time scales in the spiritual world. In the spiritual world, time serves the Lord. In this material world, we serve time. When we lose a moment, we never get it back. In the spiritual world, it's different. In the material world, Vrinda Devi devoted herself wholly to one goal as ordered by Krishna, to attain Vishnu as her husband, even though her heart was set on Krishna. So this is really very unusual. It's one and the same, Vishnu and Krishna. They're both the Supreme Lord. But they also have different flavors. Krishna is the Lord at home. Vishnu is the Lord in the office, which means Vishnu is very formal. You can't joke around with Vishnu, but you can joke around with with Krishna if that is the relationship one has with him. So she began performing severe austerities in the Himalayas for 10,000 years. Lord Brahma eventually appeared before her and asked her what she wanted. She requested to have Vishnu as her husband. Lord Brahma agreed, but said that as per the Lord's plan, first Vrindadevi would have to marry King Sankachuda, who actually was Sudama. You remember Sudama had been cursed by Radharani to come to the material world as a demon. So he came as Sankachuda. So Sankachuda is actually a devotee, but in the disguise of a demon. Sudama had adored her in the spiritual world. Brahma also gave her a 16-lettered Radha mantra, which she chanted constantly for 12 years and pleased Radha and ultimately attained Krishna as well. Brahma advised Tulsi to go to Badrikaksham, where Sankachuda was performing tapasya. Sankachuda was playing the role of a demon. He was extraordinarily powerful because he had received the Vishnu Kavach from Brahma by performing penances, Badrikaksham. He also obtained a boon from Brahma that his death would only occur when the Vishnu Kavach was removed from his body and the chastity of his wife, Tulsi, was lost. At that time, Sankachuda and Tulsi met each other in the forest and were married. As Sankachuda was undefeatable, Brahma and Shiva approached Vishnu for a remedy. So Sankachuda could not be defeated because of Tulsi Maharani and the Vishnu Kavach. Both protected her, protected him. Even though he was a demon, even though he was fighting Shiva, Lord Shiva. Vishnu decided to disguise himself as a Brahmin and requested the Vishnu Kavach as a donation. And whenever the Kshatriyas were asked for something, they would give. So Sankachuda gave, happily gave. But he knew that Tulsi was always there with her, in the sense of her loyalty was always with him. So he never feared he would be defeated. Then Sankachuda was engaged in fighting with Shiva. Vishnu took the form like Sankachuda. So he replicated himself as Sankachuda, went to Tulsi in order to trick her to lose her chastity. Vishnu succeeded in breaking Tulsi's chastity. At that moment, Shiva killed Sankachuda. His body became conch shell, which we use. So the conches that we use is actually Shanka Chuda. So it's very interesting how the conches are used in the service of Krishna. Tulsi found some differences between Sankachuda and Vishnu, suspected foul play. She questioned what was happening. At once, Vishnu converted to his true form, the four-handed form, and he said, "You've been doing penance for a long time to get me as your husband." Your husband, Sankachuda, has been returned to Golok as Sudama. You can now abandon your body and come with me to Vaikuntha to enjoy life as my wife. Vrindadevi wasn't happy. She said to Vishnu, "You are heartless. You killed my husband. You are the cause of the destruction of Sankachuda, my husband." She cursed him to become a stone, because stones don't have hearts, right? Stones are just cold. So this is actually the Shaligram Shila. Because of the curse of Vrinda, Vishnu became, in this world, a stone, known as Shaligram. And this is our opportunity in this world to be able to serve Vishnu in this form. So Vishnu told Vrindadevi, that she would become river Gandaki, where Shaligram Shilas are found. So this is the place in Nepal. And she would also take the form of a plant, Tulsi plant. Then she became Lakshmi and went with Vishnu. So this is how Vishnu and Tulsi remain in this world. Tulsi as the plant and as the river, Gandaki, and Vishnu as the stone. Okay. Let's have a quick look at this, the river. Yes, Pravin.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hope everybody's all right. Just wanted to ask you, if you said Vishnu came in as a stone, saligram, then why, when we have Tulsi Viva, then why is Krishna getting married with
It's not
Tulsi plant?
actually Shaligram. It's actually Shaligram.
But everywhere, like when I have seen the Tulsi Viva, all the parents, the Krishna's parent holding a Krishna Murti.
Because they may not have Shaligram. Not everybody worships Shaligram. It's very hard to worship Shaligram. It's very hard to get the Shaligram. Because you can't buy it. You have to be gifted it.
Yeah, I know you. I remember you said you can't buy it. If somebody gives you a gift, then you can keep it in the house.
That's
But
right.
you normally can't buy it.
That's correct. So Shaligram, it's the wedding is between Shaligram and Tulsi Mani. But Shaligram or Vishnu and Krishna are one and the same. One and the
All
same.
right.
They're both supreme.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prabhabin, in
Thank you.
temple, Prabhabin,
Yes.
in temple, when you came into Siriva week before,
Yeah.
there was a saligram, but you just saw the Krishna's murti. You didn't see the saligram. Saligram is in the temple. We never move from there, so we just put in the between the mandap.
Yeah, I did see the saligram.
So
It
always,
was beside.
always Tulsi Viva, whenever Tulsi Viva happen, there is a saligram. Not they don't marry with Krishna, but saligram.
Oh. Yeah, I know that it was there. Every time you go there, it's there all the time.
Yeah.
But as you say, Madhuban, you are right. Anyway, thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you,
No, thank you so much.
Madhuban.
Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So Vishnu became the Annapurna mountain. So in Nepal, we have the Gandaki river, but above the Gandaki river is the mountain, and that's Vishnu. And the stones from this mountain would fall into the Gandaki at Muktinath. These stones are directly Vishnu, known as Shaligram Shila. Markings are made by worms over time, and the Shilas are identified accordingly. So this is an idea of Nepal, and let's have a look. This is Annapurna mountain is here. And the Gandaki river flows right through the mountain. Not through the mountain, but near the mountain. Annapurna mountain. This is an example of Shaligram. You see the markings. These are made by worms over centuries. And he is then identified according to the markings. This one is Anantashesh. This is the same here, which has been given some decoration. So the marriage of Tulsi. Vrindavan is the land of Vrinda Devi. She's in charge. In one pastime, she offered all of her kingdom to Vrindavan, kingdom of Vrindavan, to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. Radharani became known as Vrindavaneshwari, Queen of Vrindavan. And Lord Krishna is the actual king. So appreciating Vrinda Devi's kindness in making wonderful arrangements for her loving pastimes with Krishna, Radha and her friends arranged a wedding ceremony. See, the previous time, Radharani cursed Vrinda Devi. You're too close to Krishna. She cursed him. But that's just part of the Leela. Whereas now, we're seeing she's actually making arrangements for their wedding in the spiritual world. So we have to be careful that we don't mix up Leela with the actual position of these amazing devotees, the actual mood of these amazing devotees. Vishakha sat Krishna beside Vrinda Devi on a throne. Playing the role of a priest, Lalita Sakhi began chanting the mantras for invoking marriage. She rather personally engaged the flower garlands between Krishna and Vrinda Devi. So this wonderful wedding ceremony was performed. Tulsi Vivah takes place every year with Vishnu. It resembles the traditional Hindu wedding. The wedding ceremony is conducted at homes and the temples, where a fast is observed on Tulsi Vivah Day. It's funny, I wasn't planning to do any fast, but my health wasn't so good that day, so I didn't eat anything. So I did the fast. So I'm happy to read this now. I didn't do it. I wasn't planning. It wasn't intentional, but Lord arranged it that way. So I had to fast. A mandap marriage booth is built where Tulsi plant is usually planted in the center of the room. The bride Tulsi is clothed with a sari and ornaments, including earrings and necklaces. A human paper face with bindi and a nose ring may be attached to Tulsi. The groom is Shaligram Sila, which is Vishnu himself, clothed in a dhoti. Both Vishnu and Tulsi are bathed and decorated with flowers and garlands before the wedding. So we did that as well, because every morning we do Abhishek of Shaligram. The couple is linked with cotton thread mala in the ceremony. So this is an idea. This is the Shaligram. This is Tulsi.
This were done in your temple, yeah? This is
Not
done in...
not the same Tulsi Shaligram. This is different. Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we should put our one, but I'm too lazy.
It's okay.
The ceremony is we decorate Tulsi, dress her pot in a nice red skirt, adorn her with her branches with red bangles, red kumkum, bindis, Mangal Sutra. One can use fresh or dried haldi root, garland her with red flowers or fragrant jasmine garland. We had jasmine garlands. That was quite nice. If one worships Shaligram, then one can perform the viva for them. Kanya Sampradanam, giving of the bride. So this also we managed to do. The bride is given away by the father or guardian after reciting of her lineage. So we did that as well. And pedigree together with that of the groom. Honoring of the groom. Groom is given a seat and is honored. Tie the kanka bandhanam, red thread to each of them, which was done. Meditate upon anointing their wrists with oils and chandan and just touch it to their bodies. Mala dharanam, exchange of garlands. So place a garland on Tulsi plant, and the Swayamvatak Shaligram exchange, Shaligram, exchange the garlands 3 times, her garland, his garland, like that. Tulsi first to garland the Lord. Sindur, so we apply some sindur to the bride, and we say a mantra. Mangal Shutra was also offered. Vastra, yes, she was offered some clothes, and then we did the yagya with the puff rice and samagri as well, with the different mantras. So yes, we chanted this mantra as well. And then we did the Saptapadi Grahanam, the 7 steps, where we're asking for blessings. May Lord Vishnu lead you to strength, power, keep your vows, happiness, clouds, give you spiritual wealth, and maintain these vows. Of course, we are praying to Vishnu, but Vishnu himself is getting married. So it's quite an interesting combination there. And then they joined in wedlock. And then we can shower them with akshata, which is like turmeric and rice. And that's it. It's a really fascinating occasion, Tulsi Viva. So that's a bit of, just sorry I had to rush a little bit at the end, but that's an idea of Tulsi Maharani and her wonderful seva to Radha Krishna, the wonderful marriage that takes place between Shaligram and Tulsi. He also blessed her that I will not accept any food. When they were having a go at each other, you become a plant, you become a river, you become a stone. But Vishnu also said, I will not accept even any food without your leaf being on it. So important to offer Tulsi leaves when we're offering food. And if we don't have Tulsi leaves, the beauty of Tulsi is you can even just think of Tulsi and she's there. So if you don't have Tulsi leaf, just imagine a Tulsi leaf being placed on the food that you're going to offer. Good enough. That's good enough. Yes, Praveen.
As you said, we put the tulsi leaf in the food when we're offering the food to the god. It's all right, even if you haven't got the fresh one, you can use the dry one.
Oh, dry is fine. This is the amazing thing about Tulsi. Fresh,
So even
dry, doesn't
I've
matter.
got some dry leaves, and I don't throw away, so I use them.
Good. Yeah, it's good enough.
All right, thank you.
Good enough. Yes, good.
Hare Krishna.
It's amazing. Yeah, everything can be used. Thank you so much. Very good. Any questions? Any comments? Yes, Madhuvin.
What was good? Tulsi is the flower, we call manjar, yeah?
Manjari.
Manjar, yeah, we call manjar, yeah. How, when you have to pick it up from the plant, some people say, don't leave on the plant.
Don't leave.
Because of it's hurting Tulsi ma.
Not hurting, but it takes a lot of energy from Tulsi.
Okay, so it's better not to leave there long, yeah?
Yeah, take it out quickly.
Okay. Doesn't matter if it's small or large.
Yeah, and yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thanks. And you can આપણે કૃષ્ણને અર્પણ કરી શકીએ ને flowers.
Oh, yeah. Very much.
Oh, okay. Because I got plenty of every day. So
Manjari.
So every time I become confused. Some people say, don't leave it on it. And some, but what shall I do? I don't know about that.
Yeah. Take it off and offer it. That's why she's come.
So when you offer it, what afterwards, what
You
shall
can
I
put it
do?
on the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can put it at the feet of Krishna. You can put it on Radharani's hand. It depends what you have at home.
But after that, you can eat them as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you can't throw.
Thanks.
Very good. Thank you.
Finished?
Yes, Bhavin.
Yeah, my question is the same thing as she asked, Madhuvin asked. So as soon as you see this manjari growing on the tulsi plant, even if it's not dry, even if it's green,
matter.
you can still take it off.
Yeah. And best to take it off green and offer it like that to Krishna.
And
Because it's fresh.
if you leave it, then you, if it's dry, then you can take, then you get the seeds from it, and you can regrow them.
Yeah, you could do that, but then don't leave too many, because it drains her of energy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anybody else? Otherwise, we can stop. Thank you. So, Tulsi Maharani ki jai.